Next, we're going to begin messing around with materials. So go to the Visualize tab. Again, that disco ball is going to be your materials browser. So just look for disco ball, materials browser. Um, so I click on that. The materials browser is going to load this palette. When it loads up, this computer is a little slow. Come on, computer. Oh, here it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna grip it by its bar and kind of move it on the left here. And the other thing is you get this anchor thing. You can anchor it to the left or anchor it to the right. So if you press on that gear wheel, anchor left, anchor right. I'm just gonna leave it right here, but I do want to expand it. So you get rows and columns in here. You actually have a search bar too. You can search things. Where's that at? Oh, up top here. So for example, like marble, all kinds of things in here. There's bandages in here, bandages, literally. I've seen denim. Um, that thing, click, let me type again. Marble, marble. There we go. Okay, so here's different marbles. I think, and the base itself, I don't know what kind of base I should have. So let me kind of orbit around or press southwest on the view cube again. And I'm going to assign materials to it. So for the bottom, maybe I'll do blocks. Let me type in blocks here. Blocks, B-O-L-C-K-S. Blocks. Oh, concrete blocks. Okay. So here's how you can assign a material. Just simply left click, press and hold the material, drag it over to your model, and drop it on. Oh, okay. So it kind of looks like concrete blocks. What about the capital? Well, we'll get to that. What about the shaft? I'm gonna go marble. Let's go back into marble. One of my favorite marbles, if I can kind of expand this and make it bigger, is going to be, where are we at again? Oh, which one was it? Oh, this white green. I always like this white green. So I'm gonna drag it over here and drop it onto my shaft. Okay, pretty cool. What about the capital? Maybe I'll make that something shiny. What's something shiny? Like gold. Gold is shiny, right? So I type in gold. Again, there's all kinds of them. Here's a glossy gold, metal gold. That one looks really shiny. So let me drag that and drop it on here. But one problem, and I'm gonna go ahead and close my materials browser. One problem here is that, does that look right? Let me hit front view on a view cube. Wait a minute. My capital, I signed it as gold, but it's not very shiny looking. So, and the reason being is that AutoCAD has a default light system. Well, the default light system isn't working out too great. So there's ways to add your own lights. So you have a lights ribbon, and in here you'll see create light. I'm gonna go create light, and there's different types here. So point light, well, that kind of looks like a light bulb. Just kind of shines out from anywhere. Spotlight, that looks like a flashlight. So what do you do with the flashlight? You aim it, right? And the other thing about a flashlight is it's got a hot spot and it kind of diffuses. Distant light, that's kind of like moonlight or, like a distant starlight. Web light, that's going to be like a ball of lights, kind of like Christmas lights, if you want to think of it that way. You can kind of play with that. So I'm going to play around with two of these, and I want you to play around with them. First one is point light. So I'm going to pick point light. Now it asks me if I want to turn off the default lighting, and it is recommended. And yeah, that wasn't working out too well, so I'm going to turn it off. Next, I'm going to pick a place. It wants me to pick a point to put the light. So maybe, and this is where it gets kind of tricky. Maybe I'll pick it right here. Now, when you pick it, you get this menu here, intensity factor. Light, we measure light. First of all, you can measure it by candlelight, like candlewatt power, okay? The other way to measure light is in lumens, okay? That's another one, lumens. So intensity factor, I'm going to change the intensity factor. And I kind of think of it like a light bulb. Like, what's a good bright light bulb? Like 100 watts, pretty bright. 60 watts, bright enough, usually. I'm going to type like 60. You could type 100. You could type anything. Just be careful because it might blind you. But I'm going to type 60. And then press enter twice. Ah, wait a minute. There's a little glimmer of hope here. Little glimmer of hope here. So let me kind of shift and move around. Okay. And it kind of brightened up my kind of brightened up my shift and it brightened up my base, but didn't really brighten up the capital. Remember the move gizmo? If I select this and I right click on a gizmo and change it back to the move gizmo, if I pick that blue axis, let me kind of shift this up along the blue axis. Oh, yeah. But notice it's kind of funny no matter what I do. You could also do this. Select your light, right click, MOV, move. Watch. I'm going to move this light and try to get it in a better position. Let's see. But it's still just kind of difficult. Still just kind of difficult. It's not really lighting up. Oh, well, there's a little glimmer. I hit it, but now I don't know where it is. And that's what they, oh, somewhere over here. So that's kind of brightening up. Maybe there's a better way. Let me use a different type of light. Let me use spotlight. Now with spotlight, you're going to pick a point and aim. So I'm going to aim at the corner of the top of this capital maybe. Let me try to hit up there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Intensity factor. Here again. What's a good bright flashlight? Like, I don't know, 300 lumens? Let's try that. Oh, okay. Still not really giving me the effect I'm after. But watch this. If you select the light, first of all, you can change things. So it's got that hot spot. Let me get this in a better position here. Maybe you can change things. So this hot spot's got arrowheads. First of all, you can readjust the aim of it. So let's say I want to aim it past there. But the other thing is I want to let's see if I can, oh, there they are over here. I'm going to take this hot spot and kind of attenuate that. So I'm going to make it kind of brighter at whatever. And then the diffusion, maybe I'll shrink that diffusion down a little bit. Okay, so let me see how that's looking. Yeah, okay. So, and there's other types of lights you can use, but I just want to illustrate that. Hopefully you kind of played along. I'm going to go ahead and delete my lights right now. They weren't working out too good for me anyhow. So, here's another way to kind of brighten things up. See where it says sun status? I'm going to click on sun status. And I'm going to adjust exposure settings. This palette should come out here in a second. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm going to turn the environment on. And I'm going to use, where's it at? You can kind of change things here. Sharp highlights. I'm going to try one like snow field. Let's see how that looks. I don't know how many people really put a snow field in the back of their thing. So whenever that renders, might take a second here. I don't know. Why's it taking so long? Let me turn it off. Let me turn the sun off. For some reason, it's not clicking in. Well, let me try a different one. Dry lake bed. Oh, oh, I know why. In your, see where it says Southwest isometric, you've got to change this over to perspective. That's why. Okay, very good. So I'll show you that again. Let me do it again. Let me shut the sun off. I want to make sure we're clear on that one. Let me shut the environment off. Let me close right out of that. See where it says Southwest isometric, you view custom model views? You're going to want to change from parallel, which we've been using parallel for 2D modeling. You're going to want to change that to perspective. Perspective. Then turn sun status on. And turn the environment on. And then pick whatever scenery you want. So another one I like to use is Plaza, I think it is. So Plaza. A lot of people choose this only because it kind of looks like it kind of blends with the environment. It's got like some buildings. I think it's Le Louvre, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Le Louvre. So okay, that's the environment. Here's another thing you can do is if I go to sun status, I'm going to turn it off now. Come here. Come on. This computer's a little slow, so let me turn it off. Okay, good. The other thing you can do is turn the sky on. Watch. Sky with background and illumination I chose. And if you orbit around correctly, whenever this loads, if you orbit around correctly, what you might find somewhere around here is a sun. So that's kind of another neat thing, okay? So play around with the environment a little bit, play around with lighting for a little bit. And so next we're going to create something from all this, just so it has some type of point. We're going to go back to the Home tab, and we're going to mess around with some more surfaces and more primitives after the short break.